Good morning, interwebs. It is 12:19, and I'm all up and around and dressed and hanging out here in my chair with my dog and my cats in front of my roasty, toasty fire. And I'm just working on the pug that I was working on last night. Oh my goodness, this body is so boring. It's all one color. It's all one stitch. I am in a segment of 2,400 stitches, which that number actually doesn't sound that terrible till you really start thinking that it's 40 rows of the same thing in the same color with no increases or decreases, just round and around, which I understand, like, people who make socks do that for funsies, but part of it is just that the gauge right now, my stamina for toy making is just not where it should be. I've been doing a lot of crocheting. I mean, well, less than I have at certain points in my life, but still, based on the average, like, crafter's amount of production, I think I end up making a decent amount of stuff. But I told Steve, I've been doing loosey-goosey gauge stuff. I've been using bigger hooks and making garment type things and just filling in space, you know, with lots of fabric and stuff. And now I'm hanging out with my my G hook right here, my favorite, my 4.0 millimeter tulip, and mind numbing. But I'm here with my cup of coffee. I'm listening to Hello Internet, and I'm also downloading an audiobook. So I was super excited today when I went to look at my audiobooks that they changed the audiobook player through the Kansas State Library. It now has all these little options on the bottom, which it used to have. The one that I'm most interested in is that I can change the playback speed, which means I can double the speed. Now, I know there's lots of people that will double the speed in there. Oh, Kuma, stop. Jezebel is sitting on the table above Kuma, just like trying to drive him crazy. I sent the children who were driving each other crazy outside. I don't need my fur children to be doing the same thing. Anyways. With audiobooks and speeding them up. So I know lots of people try and speed up the playback speed, like their audiobooks, their YouTube videos, or whatever, because they're like, I have so much I need to get through, like, just trying to power through content. And that is not my issue. I just find the tone of certain narrators' voices to just be infuriatingly slow. Like, I just don't like their voices at that speed, but if you can pick up the pace a little, I enjoy it. There are some people whose YouTube videos I will watch at an increased speed because otherwise, it's like, I like what they have to say. I like seeing their videos, but oh my gosh, I can't stand the pacing. So I speed them up, and then I'm like, hey, this is interesting. Let's all talk fast and move around a lot. That's just seems to be my my aesthetic. Anyways, I'm excited that that is a thing. However, when I was looking for a new book, this is actually one that had been on my wish list right now. It's called The Romantics by Leah Conan. We'll see what I think. I also have The Girl Who Drunk the Moon, which I can't remember the author's name, downloaded too. So I kind of will probably go back and forth between those two. But I was looking at the recommended list that came with my library service. And, you know, I was like, ooh, recommended list. They don't think they used to have that. Maybe it'll be like things that I was actually interested in. I don't know who they were recommending these things for because they were not for me. They were all popular books of things that I don't like. Hi, Steve.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How's outside?
It's pleasant, but a little chilly now that I'm not in my warmer clothes.
Are you coming in?
Yeah, I was coming in.
Okay.
I went back out to talk to our daughter about...
Oh, here. What is today?
It's Star Wars Day!
What does that mean?
It means I get to go see Star Wars!
How was your hat last night?
It was great. It was a helmet.
It was a helmet, which is what burnout blanket feels like when you work it up at a certain gauge. It feels like a helmet.
My first coworker thought it was was BB-8. She was very incorrect.
She's clearly never seen BB-8 because BB-8 is
well, she called him the
sphere.
little guy that rolls around.
Again, BB-8 is a sphere, and your hat is only a portion of a sphere. Because otherwise, you could not get your head in it.
Well, I think her thinking was like, he's a ball. And that, like, the bottom part of the ball was gone and over my head.
Ah. That makes sense.
Was I supposed to interpret something?
I wanted you to move over because you're standing right in front of the super bright window. Oh, now you look better. Well, you were messing with my white balance. I just didn't want you to look off-colored. Your humor is
just be off color.
But you don't need to look off color. Exactly.
Apparently my jokes need to go in the trash.
Speaking of trash.
What about it?
Did something get into ours?
Yeah, our dog.
Oh. Okay.
But he's kind of good right now because I got to take a survey about dog food last night. It was 300 points. I got to double your next survey, so I got $6 off a survey about dog food. So
it's okay that he ripped open
the bag
of
okay
trash
that he
in the
ripped
yard?
open the trash yesterday.
Okay.
He wins this one.
It is 11:47 and I just finished uploading the vlog and I'm compressing a Let Peach Pick video and I'm just sitting here crocheting. I am working on a leg. Would you like to see my pug? So far, here it is. It's got a little head and I finished its body. It's quite the little chunk because like see there's my hand. There it is. So I've been working on that. And I've also has 2 legs so far. And then I'm working on the 3rd. I just finished my first skein of Super Saver in the color buff. So I do have another one. Luckily, because I knew it was going to take me more than one. And I still have to make the other leg. We'll finish the leg I'm on, make the other. And then I think there's a tail. And I don't know if there's anything else. I haven't, because I'm following a tutorial on YouTube, I don't really know where it's heading. And I'm doing it in the order that the person filmed it. So, but it's been a decent amount of crocheting today. And like I mentioned earlier, the stamina of my hand is just not that great. I got something at Joann's the other day though. Here, let me show you the box. I finally got a pair of these gloves, these Crafters Comfort gloves. Steve had seen them. I had been considering getting something for my hands, and he saw them. He's like, do you need some of these? And I was like, why, yes, I do, since you pointed it out, and I had a coupon that would be valid on it, so got a pair of these. Basically, they're just like really thin cotton gloves that give you slight compression, and I have gone on and off and having them on today. I had them on both hands. I think I've primarily found that I like it on my right hand. My left hand doesn't seem to need it as much. But it does seem to be helping with the fatigue and just kind of I've been having a little bit of pain, but like, I don't know, not like injured pain, just like, hey, that's not so great. But this seems to be making it a little bit better. So, yay. And I'm happy and they're fairly comfortable. So, like I said, I've been going on and off having both of them on and then basically just the one on my right hand because that's the one that when I took it off, this tells you that it is working because I took it off for a while I was making one of the legs. It was much less comfortable. So that is where I'm at. I'm just finishing up, like I said, that skein, and then I'm going to be done with the pug for tonight. I will finish it tomorrow, and I am moving on to projects I need to make while the kids are sleeping. So I have those 2 Star Wars scarves to work on. Steve went to see Star Wars tonight. He is at work now, so he's all done. Before he left, he said, my life is going to be forever changed by seeing this movie. You know, because he'll never be able to look at the universe the same way again. So I asked him if it changed his life. He said his life, no. But the galaxy far, far away, yes. Just because that's going to happen every time you see or like read the next thing in a series. It's never going to make the one before it seem the same way it did before. Because you just have more information. You know more things. It's kind of like the older you get. You can never look at life as you did when you were younger. So, okay, I'm going to go and work on these things. Make another cup of tea. Sit here, I've been listening to an audiobook today called The Romantics. It's not bad. It is like total brain candy, which is fine. And it's kind of funny because I think when I look at other books or have tried listening to or reading books that other people consider brain candy, I'm looking at those people who's like, oh, I eat everything. And then you start telling them like what you're serving and they're like all picky about it. I'm like, oh, I love brain candy books, except, and then I have like a laundry list of things I have problems with. But this one, it's just kind of like, meh. It's not bad. It's fine. It's moving along. I'm interested in it, but like nothing big or crazy is happening, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. I'm only like a quarter or a third of the way into the book, but so far I'm enjoying it. So I've been listening to that. I'm going to listen to a little bit of Hello Internet here while everything finishes compressing, and then I will upload my other video, and we'll see what all happens tonight. But I have a couple more hours of present making in me, and then I will head to bed. It is 2 o'clock, and I totally jinxed myself because I finished the second lightsaber scarf. And I text Steve to tell him, you know, what I was up to, and that I was going to do the third one tonight. And then I went and put wood on the fire, and I sat down to make the third one. Got real sleepy, and my hands are just tired. So I'm going to go to sleep because I'm not going to, yeah, there's no reason to push. So I'm going to sleep now, and I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.